Welcome to Manchester United News Update. Subscribe for more Manchester United news, match previews, and transfer updates. Man United get green light to sign Marcus Rashford replacement that makes perfect sense. Wolves forward Matheus Cunha could be available in January, and that's a signing which would make a lot of sense for Manchester United. Manchester United have received another positive indication that Wolves striker Matheus Cunha could be made available for transfer this January window. Ruben Amorim's side desperately need quality additions as they look to salvage their faltering campaign. There is still plenty to play for, with United through to the next round of the FA Cup and in a strong position to qualify for the Europa League knockouts, the winner of which will qualify for the Champions League. But the Reds will know they will have to improve significantly if they are to taste silverware success in 2024/2025. For every Liverpool and Arsenal away, there have been Southampton and Brighton at home, and it's unsustainable. The latest reports surrounding Cunha from the Daily Mail will offer encouragement to United, though. Nottingham Forest are said to have joined Chelsea, Arsenal, and Tottenham in showing interest. The Brazilian has netted 10 goals in all competitions for a struggling Premier League side this campaign. Of course, Forest, Chelsea, and Arsenal look to be much more enticing prospects for Cunha at this stage, with the deadline looming at 11 p.m. on February 3rd. And yet, the player's preference is unclear. Still, with United's name still carrying a lot of weight, even if their status as a force in the English game has rapidly diminished. Also, suppose a move to the other clubs mentioned does not materialize, United must be ready to pounce, particularly if they have a Marcus Rashford-shaped hole to fill. The Reds Academy graduate has been heavily linked with a move away this January, and if he does leave, they may need to fill two positions. Rashford has been used out wide and as a striker, something which Cunha can provide as well, seemingly offering a better fit in the double number 10 role which comes as part of Amorim's system. Goals are a major problem at M16, with the Reds scoring 27 all season in the Premier League. Rasmus Højlund and Joshua Zirkzee have plenty of potential, but are too inexperienced to lead the line for United. Right now, age 25, and with plenty of Premier League experience, Cunha will provide more confidence that he can find the net more regularly. If a deal can be agreed, that would be a no-brainer for the Reds. 11 big chances. Man United must now sign £80 million star as they prepare to sell Garnacho. Opinion. Manchester United have had a quiet winter transfer window, but there could be plenty of activity in the coming days. The club have opened the door for multiple loan exits. There is a verbal agreement to send Antony to Real Betis. Tyrell Malaysia and Marcus Rashford could also depart on temporary deals for the rest of the campaign. Meanwhile, United are trying to sign Lecce defender Patrick Dorgu to bolster the left wing-back department. Alejandro Garnacho could also be heading for a surprise exit before the transfer deadline in early February. United officials traveled to Italy to speak with Napoli yesterday and are prepared to accept £55 million for his sale. Chelsea are also interested in the 20-year-old, but United could prefer selling him abroad this winter. If Garnacho were to depart, we believe the club should swoop for the signature of Matheus Cunha. The 25-year-old has been exceptional for Wolverhampton Wanderers this term with 10 goals and 4 assists. He has primarily played as a centre-forward in his career but has excelled from the number 10 position lately. Cunha has a similar profile as Bruno Fernandes with his direct running and eagerness to create or score goals. He has 14 goal contributions in the top flight this campaign but should have had plenty more. The attacker has created 11 big chances with almost 2 key passes and 2 take-ons per outing. He has worked hard defensively with 5.5 duels won per game alongside 4.2 recoveries and 1.3 tackles. The Brazilian star would be a dream partner for Bruno Fernandes if Amad Diallo starts at right wing-back. He could also lead the line with his better positioning and movement in and around the box. Wolves are eyeing more than £80 million for their prized asset amid his ongoing contract standoff. We believe he could be signed for £60 million if he hands in a transfer request in the coming days. Cunha would be a big statement signing for United, but they are bound to face competition from Arsenal. Man United track Patrick Dorgu transfer alternatives as Casemiro exit route blocked. Manchester United have reportedly drawn up a list of possible options at left back as they explore the possibility of bringing in a new reinforcements this month. Although the club must sell before they buy, the proposed departures of Marcus Rashford and Antony could free up funds. ESPN reckoned that, if sales are made, United would be willing to reinvest some of that money at fullback. Manchester United have reportedly drawn up a list of possible options at left-back as they explore the possibility of bringing in a new reinforcements this month. Although the club must sell before they buy, the proposed departures of Marcus Rashford and Antony could free up funds. ESPN reckoned that, if sales are made, United would be willing to reinvest some of that money at fullback. As a result, 3 names are claimed to have been included in a list of potential options at left-back. Those being Lecce's Patrick Dorgu, who the Manchester Evening News understands to be a firm target, plus Crystal Palace's Tyrick Mitchell and Ryan Aït-Nouri from Wolves. The report adds that inquiries have been made about all 3. However, Lecce's president Sticky Damiani has shut down any possibilities of a transfer materializing for Dorgu this month. We met with United and we told them that our plan is to keep our key players, including Patrick Dorgu, he told Sky Sports. We're delighted to have United here to make a proposal, but our target to stay in Serie A is crucial. Elsewhere, Al Nassr have reportedly opted against signing Casemiro. The Brazilian veteran has been linked with a switch to Saudi Arabia as he finds himself out of favor at Old Trafford. The club have a desire to get some of their big earners off the books and would also gain a fee to reinvest during this window. Recent reports had indicated that Cristiano Ronaldo had requested Al Nassr to offer Casemiro a deal, while Brazilian outlet Yoel reported he had agreed a move to the Gulf state this month. However, a switch to Saudi Arabia's Pro League appears to be off the table for now, according to The Athletic. A reunion with Ronaldo will no longer happen as Al Nassr are not looking to sign a midfielder anymore. Ruben Amorim is aiming to do something with Man United that only Matt Busby and Alex Ferguson have achieved before. In just over 2 months at Manchester United, Ruben Amorim has unfortunately broken all sorts of wrong records with encouraging wins only sprinkled over consistent losses. However, with Rangers up next in the Europa League, he can finally break a positive record, aiming to do something that only Sir Matt Busby and Sir Alex Ferguson have achieved before him. That's not a bad company to be in, to put it in an understated way, and even though no game involving United looks like a nailed-on win right now, they'll fancy their chances. Ruben Amorim will hope it can be the launchpad that gets United moving in the right direction because the Europa League is the only competition of major consequence remaining for the club this season. Ruben Amorim hoping to match Matt Busby and Alex Ferguson. So far for Amorim, the Europa League has been a nice safe haven amidst the weekly embarrassments in the Premier League. He got his first win as a Man United manager when his side came back from a 1-2 deficit to win 3-2 versus Bodo at Old Trafford, and it was followed by an away win at Plzen. Those 2 wins already put him in esteemed company, but now he can go one better and establish himself in that company with a win against Rangers. Victory against the Scottish side will put him alongside Sir Matt Busby and Sir Alex Ferguson as the only Manchester United managers to win their first 3 European games. Man United need to go all in on Europa League. Man UTD's domestic campaign has quickly gone off the rails to an extent where avoiding relegation is the bare minimum expectation from the team this season. They remain in the FA Cup, and that's something to fight for, especially due to the Europa League place in offer, but a bigger prize awaits which is arguably easier to win. United, at least on paper, are the strongest team in the Europa League, something which can't be said about them in the FA Cup. Most importantly, a win in the Europa League guarantees a Champions League place, something that will instantly alleviate a lot of the financial concerns plaguing the club. They are in a good position to avoid the next round by finishing in the top 8 of the league system. It's easy to presume that Amorim will need to continue breaking European records for United to have a successful season.